Hello my crafty friends and welcome to another mixed media card ideas video. So it's been a while since I played with tissue paper and I can't find my really nice acid-free archival tissue paper, but I have got this packing type tissue paper. Please excuse the starlings. The cat is on the patio looking at the starlings as they're eating their breakfast, so they're shouting at her a lot. But as I say, this is just cheap and cheerful wrapping or packing tissue paper. This does have the propensity to yellow over time because it's not acid free or archival, and so that doesn't mess up my colour scheme. I'm going to go with warm colours. We've got scattered straw distress oxide, spice marmalade and abandoned coral. Excuse me Mr. Starling, just shush for a bit, okay? I'm going to start by putting some scattered straw on my mat, picking it up with a wet paintbrush and gently brushing it on. So the tissue paper goes translucent and sticks to the glass mat, but that's a boon at the moment because it means it's less likely to tear. And I'm going to try and smush with my smusher, just being very delicate so I can add a bit more colour, make it a little bit more intense in places. And now I'm going to do the same thing with my squeeze marmalade. No, spice marmalade. I can't get these colours right today. So those starlings keep putting me off. So I'm being very, very gentle. And now for some abandoned coral. If you want to know how to make a smusher, there is a video linked below. And while that's still wet, I'm going to pick up some abandoned coral with a wet paintbrush and spatter it on. That should diffuse out and just add to the colour that's there, rather than giving me any defined spatters. And while it's still wet again, I'm going to spritz on some of my white pearl shimmer spray. So when it dries, it should have a nice shimmer and it won't affect the colour that's there. And to dry it, I'm going to use my hairdryer on its gentle setting. Right, that's looking gorgeous now, really variegated, some interesting patterns where the tissue crinkled and some shimmer and shine from that spray. You don't have to use distress oxides for this, you can use any colourful medium that is a liquid or that can be turned into a liquid. I'm very happy with that. The next thing I want to do is add some more visual texture, so I'm going to do a bit of stamping, again gently. And I've got this grungy concentric circle stamp that I've inked up with the abandoned coral. Just add a little bit here and there. I've also got this bubble wrap stamp. And of course you could use actual bubble wrap. I'm going to do this one with spiced marmalade. When you're doing something distressed and grungy like this, you really don't have to get perfect stamped impressions. This is another distressed grungy stamp. I'm not, oops, it'll be gentle. I don't think the scattered straw is going to show up. A little bit. Yeah, not worth doing with that, I don't think. So I'm going to switch to black soot distress oxide for a little bit of contrast. And now more shimmer and shine in the form of copper splatters. So this is metallic watercolour. Again, I'll dry that on the gentle setting. So now I think this is ready to work with. I'm going to actually glue half of this down to some white cardstock to make it a bit more robust. but I'm going to keep some unglued. To glue it, I'm going to use Slap It On Matte Medium from Indigo Blue. Pop some on this piece of smooth white card, spread it out, and then I'll just gently layer on my tissue paper. Because I've used water reactive inks, if I put wet glue on top of it, it's going to smudge everything. So I want to avoid that. So I'll start at this end and just lay it on like that. If you want to give it a good press down, maybe put something over it so that you don't rip the tissue paper. And I'll let that dry before I do anything to it. So this is the bit that I haven't stuck down, and I'm actually going to try die cutting from it with these solid butterfly dies. So they've cut nicely, it's just whether or not I can get them off the mat without tearing them. I'm going to try and make a multi-layer butterfly with the big tissue paper one, a matte gold one that's smaller, the middle size one, pop that on there. Got my stylus and some high-tack white glue just to put a tiny little dot there, and then I'll add, whoops, we don't fly away, then I'll add the smallest butterfly in the tissue paper and leave that to dry. This time I've got a large gold one and then the medium tissue paper one. I'll put the small gold one on top there. So the tissue paper just adds a little layer of something interesting in the middle. Yep, I like both of those. This one's a bit more delicate. This is dried more or less now, so I'm going to use some stitched rectangle dies to cut out some panels, capturing some interesting parts. I'll hold these down with masking tape, but I'll put it on the die so it doesn't go on the inside, because I think it might rip the tissue paper. So I'm going to do it on the outside. So those have cut really well. Very pleased with those. I think I'll also cut some little squares out of these just to maximise my use. I've managed to get 6 squares, but I want to add some more stamping to them because some of them haven't got any on. So I'll just put these 4 together like this and add the abandoned coral circle stamp. These 2 need the bubble wrap, and these 5 need a little bit of the black soot. So they've all got a little bit of everything now, looking good. Let's have a look at these. This one needs some of the bubble wrap. And I'm thinking these need a little bit more of the black soot. So I've got this small spatter stamp. I'm going to add that coming in from the side in a few places. So I really like my butterflies, but they're not going to stand out enough on here. So these are going to have to go on cards with a different background. And these are going to need something contrasting, maybe just white elements to go on top. Right, I've decided what to do with my butterflies. I have made a third one, and I made it with the big tissue paper, medium gold, small tissue paper. So I've got 2 the same and 1 different. They're going to go on a 5 by 7 inch card blank, and I've cut myself a panel of smooth white card with a stitched rectangle die, and I'm going to just add a little bit of colour, not too bold, around the edge. I'm going to start with the scattered straw, which is the lightest of the colours, and then a spot of spice marmalade. Ugh, what's that on there? That's not spice marmalade. Let me clean that off. Clearly got something else on there at some point. A little bit of spice marmalade here and there. This may not work out. I may just revert to a plain white one. And then a bit of abandoned coral. Just want to make sure it comes in from the side a bit. And now I've got this smaller stitched rectangle panel that I dry embossed with this embossing folder from Design Objectives Limited. I quite like that. I'll glue that on there. And then that can go on my card blank. I've got my rule of thirds acetate grid and I've popped my butterflies on so I can figure out where I want the sentiment. So I'm thinking there on that part of the grid. And now some glue on the back of this. I'm going to put some in the middle and then some out there on the wings, just because they're delicate and I don't want them ripping off. I'm not sure that's really going to help, but hey ho. So the gold one can go there in the middle. I think I'll tuck its wing underneath the sentiment, and that one can go down there. And I'm going to give my butterflies bodies using Copper Penny Nouveau drops. I don't mind mixing my metallics. I think that looks fine. I'm tempted to add a trail here and there, but I think that might just be a bit too much. So that's that card done. Very happy with that. Love the tissue paper. It just gives a little bit of something different, a bit more whimsy, a bit more delicacy. Delicacy, is that right? It's more delicate. So I'll just show you what I did with the other bits that I die cut. So these are the rectangles that I cut out. For this one, I added a Celebrate sentiment up in the top right corner. This is on that sweet spot of the rule of thirds grid. And I chose Celebrate because it's a short sentiment to go with the smaller piece. And because it's a celebratory card, I thought I'd turn it into a birthday card by adding 3 candles. I backed these with some rose gold cardstock and just painted on a light blush of gold onto the flames. Looking at it now, I think it might need a border of white cardstock around the outside, but it's fine as it is. For this one, I kept it really simple. I put a Sending Love down here on this intersection of the rule of thirds grid. The black of the sentiments ties in with the black on the background. And then I added this white flower die cut. I'm thinking I might do some die cut inlay on this one, but I haven't decided yet what I want to inlay into it. This one, I used gold glitter cardstock, which I think works really nicely. I also added some hearts because it's a lots of love card, so hearts are appropriate. And I did use Nouveau Crystal Glaze, which is similar to Glossy Accents, to add some dimensional gloss to my little hearts. But I didn't do it on the flower. I didn't think it needed it. And this is the final card made with the squares. I arranged them in a block in the middle of the card. I put this thank you up here on the top right square, offsetting it so it didn't look completely divided into 2. Then I added some white hearts, and on the top of those I put some rose gold hearts, which I then flooded with Nouveau Crystal Glaze. So there we go, 5 cards made with that bit of mixed mediaed tissue paper. I hope you've enjoyed the video. I hope it's given you some ideas, and I hope to see you back here very soon. Thanks for watching. Bye for now.